going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phase 6, your source for music, business, motivation, and support. It's your boy, Sirr Love, and if you're here, it's because you're interested in booking. First off, thank you for coming to this page. Thank you for clicking and discovering more about some of the things that we do on the show. This right here is an introduction to how really to get money making shows. There's a lot of people out there that I've seen that are really great entertainers. They're really talented. They can command the stage. They get the crowd excited, but they're working for free. They're not getting paid for their shows, or they're doing really cheap shows, $50 a show, and they haven't figured out how to get more money out of shows. Then conversely, there's another group of people that may not even have the same entertainment value as a lot of those first people in that first category. However, they're commanding stages, they're getting paid for their shows, and they're out there touring and doing all sorts of things. And you got a lot of people out here wondering why and how. And what I've noticed is that there's a big disparity in knowledge between the first group and the second group. And so I've created this book to kind of close the gap. All right. So a little history on me and give you guys insight on how I was able to do this. At first, honestly, I was kind of uncomfortable with approaching this topic. But over the course of last year, what I was able to do was I was able to take an artist from $0 a show to closing a multi-show deal at $2,000 per show. Now, mind you, I had never done booking before. I just kind of jumped into the trenches and figured it out. So what I did with this document is I created, a step-by-step exactly how I did it and how you can do it in the process that I go through to get paid every single time. Outside of that, I will credit and let it be known that I did have some, prior insight knowledge before doing this. I used to work with artists from Nappy Boy Records, from Red Zone Entertainment, a group that was signed with Ush Records, things of that nature. And so I kind of had been around the machine a little bit, and I got to see the back end. The role that I played at that time period was really operations based. So I was calling up trying to get money for the tour, or I was trying to make sure that we was able to clear budgets, trying to help with some of the logistics or deciding what cities we would hit based off of our marketing data and things of that nature. But I had never been the person on the phone calling the promoter up saying, hey, I got this act, blah, 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 trying to get them on stage and trying to get them on show. I had never done that before, so it was new to me. And so I'm really writing this from, a grassroots perspective. And I'm giving, anyone that's never done this before should be able to follow these steps and kind of get it done. And so what are some of the things that I'm talking about on this? Well, let me list it out over here to the side. Okay, so it's going to start off giving you guys a great overview of, the business and general things that you should know. Like, for example, it's going to talk about how booking rates go up and down, like the stock market, and what factors affect your booking rate at any given time. We talk about, different promoters and what different types of promoters are looking for and how different promoters operate in different spaces, as well as booking agents and what types of booking agents are out there and things of that nature. In the book, we also talk about, or at least I'm going to talk about my process for booking a show A through Z, exactly what I send, exactly what I say. If it's a text message, if it's a phone call, if it's an email, how are those situations handled differently? How do you determine your rate in the first place? How do you know what your value is, setting that number, achieving that number, and maintaining growth throughout, your career or throughout this period of time? All the different tactics that I kind of learned bumping my head along the way, how not to overpromise, how not to underbid, under budget, all these different things that I learned in the process of taking this new road. I'm pretty much lining it up for you guys and giving you the game one-on-one. At this point, the level of booking that we're doing now, I really feel like I have enough material to do a 102, but I wanted to make 101 like really, really robust and make it so that you can pick this up and you can start getting booked tomorrow. Like, you should be able to, at the end of reading this, you should be able to go from, well, I went from 0 to 2,000, but someone's probably going to pick this up and go from 0 to 10,000 or 15,000, and someone else is going to go from 0 to 200. But regardless, if you went from 0 to another number, or if you went from 50 to 200, or from 1,000 to 2,000, whatever growth that you did is going to be worth it. I also included some riders, which is the document that you submit to people that you're trying to get booked to let them know what they need to have available for you at the show. I talk about EPKs and the importance of that, and we have other videos on that and things of nature. But I want to make sure that you guys understand what is in this book. So as you can see to the side, there's a lot of exciting information that's available to you. I've also done background information and research on the booking industry as a whole to give you, perspective to where we are today and where we're getting ready to go. And all of this is available for you in the shop right now. There are tiers like I normally do. You can just get the book, or you can get the book and the rider and the itinerary, or you can, get the book, the itinerary, the rider, and a whole nother video with me kind of going deeper into, booking and kind of giving it to you guys like this. But I'm really excited about it. It's a great read. It's very graphically appealing. We really went all in trying to make sure that I created a product for you guys that made sense, that would be engaging, I tested it. I had somebody read over it and try to book themselves, and they got a check. So I know it works, and it looks good, it looks fun, it looks cool. Support the show, support yourself. Get out here, give it a try, give it a test, and please come back, rate the product, let people know what you thought about it, leave some comments. And I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little about a lot. And every time I get in front of this camera, I give you guys everything that I got. And in this ebook that I created, which will also be a physical book eventually, I gave it everything I got. So thank you guys for your time. It's your boy, Sirr Love, Phase 6. Click it, give it a chance, give it a shot. Take care.
Come on and face it. If you need some marketing motivation, you can learn to transform your life and build your own empire. With Sirr Love.
Real talk, no chase. Real talk, no trace. Real talk, no trace. Real talk, I said real talk. I said real talk, no chase. Real talk, no chase. Real talk, no chase.
With Sirr Love.